name is Dante, and today it's Podcast Tuesday once again, and we got the last Final Fantasy spoilers. So, basically, this is basically the last spoilers podcast before the pre-release happens this weekend on my birthday. To believe it or not, 6th of June is when there's the pre-release. 6th, 7th, and 8th, and well, 6th of June is my birthday. So, yeah, really cool. Very interesting. And, well, I'm just gonna. So, we're just gonna go and talk about the new Saga creatures. Including a brand new rule implemented for Saga creatures, for Sagas in general. I mean, because of Saga creatures and stuff that make stuff lose abilities and stuff. So, we're just gonna go over to the brand new interaction of Blood Moon and Urza Saga, or similar to Blood Moon. So, Blood Moon, Blood Sun, uh, Alpine Moon, Magus of the Moon, and and a Harbinger of that basic and those cards would instantly one-shot Urza Saga. However, they have modified it so that it doesn't change. So the original rule was that basically Sagas would just die at the once they have more lore counters than phases, or equal. And since Saga with no abilities would have 0 phases, it would die instantly, even if it had 0 counters. So basically, Blood Moon would kill Urza Saga, and similar cards to Blood Moon would also kill Urza Saga. But the really cool thing is that now it's not the case. Urza Saga now survives Blood Moon and even benefits. Okay, so Urza Saga at the stage 1 gains the ability to tap for colors. If Blood Moon freezes Urza Saga at stage 1, Urza Saga will no longer gain abilities and is stuck as a land for that taps for colors and red forever. Yep, it will never lose this ability. And then once that happens, there's a but the best part is, if you freeze Urza Saga at level 2, once it has the ability to tap for colors and create constructs, it will continue creating constructs and Urzas and tap for colors and red forever. So this means that 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 means that Urza Saga, it just will continue creating constructs, because Urza Saga usually only creates 2 constructs at the very best, one at stage 2 and one at stage 3. But if Blood Moon freezes Urza Saga there, that's it. You can continue using it to create constructs. Sadly, no artifacts, but it still is. It basically buffs. This new rule buffs Urza Saga significantly. So, yeah. Anyways, let's go to the new interaction regarding Saga creatures. So Saga creatures are a thing now in Final Fantasy, which are summon cards, or we have some legendary creatures that flip into legendary Saga creatures. And, well, basically, unlike Neon Dynasty's Saga creatures, those Sagas are actually creatures while they're Sagas. The Neon Dynasty Saga creatures were just sagas that flip into creatures once they're done. This one is a, these ones are like are sagas that are creatures until their time is up. So, for example, summon GF Ifrit is a free mana free to enchantment creature saga demon. The phase 1 and 2 allows you to rummage. Phase 3 and 4 give you a red. Now dress down, what does it makes every creature lose its abilities. So dress down before this new rule would instantly kill saga creatures. Similar to how cards make creatures lose abilities would kill saga creatures. But this new rule actually makes them last longer. So you can dress down on your upkeep, and basically the saga creature would last one more turn, allowing you to attack one more time without it spawning, like a lore counter or something. I mean, so yeah, it's really cool. And but there are other cards in the set that allow you to extend uh, or speed up sagas, which can be used for saga creatures. I mean, not ideal for saga creatures to speed them up, but you can delay them by one turn or stuff, so allowing you to attack one more times with it. So yeah, it's still a really cool card and a really cool mechanic. I mean, it's just a bit flawed, honestly, but other than that, this is still a cool new mechanic, and I like it. Well, let's go to our number 10, where we have Summon Choco Mog, a free mana free championed creature saga bird Moogle. In all 4 phases, this has Stampede, giving all your other creatures +1/+0 until end of turn. So basically, this is a Chocobo with a Moogle, and just and yeah, I mean, it's not really that powerful of a, like, I mean, it lasts for solid 4 turns, so you can attack twice with it. However, the buff does not work on itself, but it does buff your other creatures. Turn 1, 1 creature. Turn 2. So imagine this for friggin' what was it? Convoke. You play a 1-drop. You play, then the next turn you play another, like, 1-drop. Like, you played a Novice Inspector. Then turn 2, blow up the artifact from the Novice Inspector. Play another creature. Then you create, then you convoke a Wandering Rescuer or something similar. And then turn 3, summon Chocomog. And you just attack. This is an alternate it's an alternate Immodane's Recruiter. Honestly, Immodane's Recruiter is probably better. However, because Immodane's Recruiter has haste. However, it's only a 2/2, not a 3/3. I mean, Immodane's Recruiter gives you the option to do the adventure for 5 mana to create knights, but Chocomog stampedes more than once. But Chocomog does not give haste. That's another issue. So, yeah. Let's go to the next one. And we got Summon Fenrir, a free mana, 3/2 enchantment creature saga wolf. Stage 1 is the Crescent Fang, which ramps. Stage 2, Heavenward Howl. When you cast your next creature this turn, enters with a +1/+1 counter. And stage 3 is the Ecliptic Growl, which makes you draw a card if you control a creature with the greatest power or tied for the greatest power. So the last stage is conditional, but this one allows you to ramp, and then allows you to get the next creature with a +1 counter. Like, Third to Kumano faces Kakazan, which stage 2 also makes it so that the next creature you cast enters with an extra counter, which is really cool, honestly. But I mean, Kumano faces Kakazan is a red card. This is a green card, but does ramp you, which is cool. The issue is only basics, but it's still a good card nonetheless. Honestly, I mean it's uncommon, but yeah. Let's go to the next one. And it is Summon Fat Chocobo. 5 mana 4/4 enchantment creature Saga bird. So, yep. We got the Discord mod. That's a joke. Bro, that's. Okay, never mind. But number 1 is Work. Creates a 2/2 bird. With landfall, gets +1/0 into end of turn. The bird that the Fat Chocobo summons doesn't fly. I mean, maybe it's also a Discord mod. I don't know, but this one is just. I mean, of course it can't fly. Like, bro, how are you supposed to fly with those wings, man? I mean, and then 2/3/4 is Kerplunk, which gives all your creatures trample until a turn, including the Discord mod. But other than that, it's just good. I mean, to be fair, I mean it's a 4/4 that brings a 2/2. The 4/4 doesn't stay forever. The 2/2 does. The 2/2 can turn into 3/2 based on the lands. Maybe even more lands can make it even bigger. And then gives all your stuff trample. So once it can attack, it has trample, and also give the secondary Chocobo trample. So yeah, it's very funny, honestly, and yeah. But yeah, that's basically the number 8. Let's go to our number 7. We got Summon Primal Garuda, a 4-mana 3/3 champion creature Saga Harpy with flying Aerial Blast for 1 mana. For not 1 mana, for number 1 deals 4 damage to target tap creature and opponent's controls. And Slipstream for 2 and 3 gives another creature you control +1/+0 and flying into a turn. So it's a flyer that makes the others fly, and plus it's a removal, allowing you to practically kill any tapped creature once it enters. But I mean, it's still conditional since it only hits tapped creatures. But the good thing is it only hits tapped creatures that the opponent controls, meaning you're not forced to target your own creature if by any chance you have tapped creatures and the opponent doesn't. But it's still cool. So yeah, and it flies as well. I mean, it's the Primal Garuda. So yeah, 4-mana 3/3 flying is decent. Can get better than that, of course, but it's temporary only. But makes others fly for 2 turns, and it also kills something when it enters, which is another cool thing. So yeah, let's go to the next one, and we got the Summon Leviathan. 6 mana, 6/6 enchantment creature Saga Leviathan. Number 1, bounce all creatures that aren't Krakens, Leviathans, Merfolk, Octopus, or Serpent. I've seen a lot of cards which are like this. I mean, there's so many cards that interact with especially like everything but those specific creature types. It's crazy, man. I mean, let me just search on Gavr. How many are there exactly? I mean, it's just it's crazy. I mean, we go to whoa! They changed Gavr. All right, so test. Rules test is Leviathan, Octopus, Serpent, Kraken. What? Did I misspell something? Leviathan, Octopus, Serpent, Kraken. I have no idea. Why? Wait, what? Rules test. I have no idea. Why does it not? Okay. Let me just try Scryfall Advanced Search. Maybe. Advanced Search. Rules test. Leviathan, Octopus, Serpent, Kraken. So. Kennesos interacts. Lets you for 4 mana, top card. If it's a Kraken, Leviathan, Octopus, or Serpent, put it on the battlefield. Otherwise, scry it. Well, not exactly scry it, because Kennesos makes it so if you scry extra 1. Kiora, when we cast a Kraken, Leviathan, Octopus, or Serpent, you get to top Eds, where Eds is a mana value. You may cast a spell of MVS from among them without paying its mana cost. What else? Runo Stromkirk. Why? Okay. What does it transform? Oh! Because it transforms into Crofus, which, when it attacks, it allows you to clone another attacking creature that's tapped and attacking. But if it's a Kraken, Leviathan, Octopus, or Serpent, it clones it twice. Serpent of Yawning Depths makes it so that Krakens, Leviathan, Octopus, and Serpents have swimming. So basically, cannot be blocked except by Krakens, Leviathans, Octopus, and Serpents. Oh, actually, they don't have that keyword. I made it up. Slim Voda. Bound. If you kick the Slim Voda, when it enters, allows you to bounce all creatures except for Merfolk, Kraken, Leviathan, Octopus, and Serpent. Spawning Kraken makes it so whenever a Kraken, Leviathan, Octopus, or Serpent hits the player, you create a 9/9 Kraken. Wow, even bigger than the spawning Kraken itself. Well, Serpent Leviathan, that's a new one. And Whelming Wave, balancing all creatures except for Krakens, Leviathan, Octopus, and Serpent. So basically, sea creatures. They should, at this point, they should make a whole division. Like, you know how outlaws are basically rogues, are rogues, mercenaries, I think rebel was also one. I don't remember. Assassin, pirate. Okay, so outlaw, MTG. So outlaws are mercenary, assassin, pirate, rogue, or warlock. For some reason, ninja is not an outlaw. Now ninjas are not outlaw, and ninja are not outlaw, and rebels aren't either. So that's crazy. I mean, to be fair, rebel has been quite the unused creature type and has only been used in mirrored and rated sets. But I mean, well, yeah. But why are you... It was on the short list. They were gonna make them outlaws, but yeah, I mean, it was but yeah, it's on the blog talk. I mean, people are talking about it. So yeah. Well, so yeah. Anyways, let's go to the... But yeah, number 2 and 3 until end of turn. Whenever a Kraken, Leviathan, Merfolk Octopus or Serpent attacks, draw a card. War 2. So Leviathan, Summon Leviathan is a good card for a sea creatures deck. Really cool. So yeah. Oops. Never mind. Not Leviathan Octopus Serpent. But yeah, let's just well, let's go to the next one. Summon Primal Odin. 6 mana, 5/3 enchantment creature Saga Knight. With number 1, Gungnir, destroy target creature an opponent controls. Number 2 is Zantetsuken, which is that this creature gains the ability to, when it hits the player, that player loses the game. Gains it indefinitely, but we all know that at stage 3 it dies. Hall of Sorrow. Draw 2 cards. Each player loses 2 life. I mean, this goes well. I mean, in general, Saga creatures go well with blinking, but once you get stage 2 on Primal Odin, you have to make this unblockable and one-shot the opponent. Otherwise, I mean, it can literally one-shot someone. The issue is, dies to Lightning Bolt. And why is this an issue? Because Lightning Bolt's in the set, so yeah. So yeah, so Summon Primal Odin is a powerful card, but it does have its weakness. So yeah. Let's go to the next one. And we got Summon Anima. 6 mana, 4/4 enchantment creature Saga Horror. With 1, 2, 3 pain. Draw a card, lose a life. And the 4th one is Oblivion. That forces each opponent to sacrifice a creature and they lose 3. So, Summon Anima basically is a Fire Chain Arena for 3 turns, and then the last one is it dies but kills something from each opponent. So yep, very cool. Let's go to the next one. And it is... Oh, this has menace, by the way. I forgot. Because some of those have keywords or a special ability at the bottom. And well, this one just has menace. For example, this one has ward. This one is flying. But the rest just don't have like abilities. But well, let's go to the next one. Number 3, summon Brynhilder. 2 mana, 2/1 enchantment creature Saga Knight. No keywords or anything similar. But number 1, Chain. You impulse draw the top card so that any turn you put a lore counter into Saga, you may play that card. So this turn, next turn, and the other turn is when you can play that card. Once this card leaves the battlefield or something, that's that you can't play it. Because even if you get the card back or different cards, or a different card of the same name as this card, then you're not gonna be able to play it. Number 2 and 3. If you make it so that it loses the abilities or stuff and doesn't gain lore counters, then you won't be able to play it. But then once it comes back and then you play it, then you can keep on reusing it. Guest out mode at level 2 and 3 makes it so that your next creature gains haste. So So on the second and third one, you can just give creatures haste. Really cool, but I mean there's I mean this one doesn't have haste, so you could just this helps with going fast. But the issue about this one is that this card itself doesn't have haste. If it had haste, it would have been a much better card. I mean, honestly, I don't see how this is. I honestly don't see how this is rare. Like this should fit as an uncommon, not as a rare card. But it's decent. It's a decent card. But I'd rather see this as an uncommon. Not saying it's a bad card, but doesn't fit to be rare, especially in a set with insane power creep and powerful cards. So yeah. To our number 2, you got summon GF Cerberus. 4 mana 3/3 enchantment creature Saga Dog. With number 1 Surveil 1. Number 2 double. Your next instant or sorcery gets copied. Then number 3 is triple. Your next instant or sorcery gets copied twice. So yeah. No keywords, but it's really powerful as it literally first surveils and then it just starts cloning stuff. So very powerful, very strong and yeah, that's basically the card. So yep. Anyways, let's go to our last card. We have Summon Titan. 5 mana 7/7 enchantment creature Saga Giant with reach, trample. Number 1, mill 5. Number 2, bring back all your lands from graveyard to battlefield tapped. Number 3, on to end of turn, another target creature you control gains trample and gets ++++ where X is the number of lands you control. Well, there's no point in giving it to itself because it's gonna die at 3. But imagine this card from, like, I swear to God, the name Summon Titan, like, that's like literally like Primeval Titan. I mean, to be fair, Primeval Titan was part of a cycle of Titans, which then gets expanded onto the Pharaoh's Titans. But basically, this card, but yeah, you just but I mean, since it's green, literally interacting with lands, it's crazy. I mean, the issue is that you have to wait a turn for it to actually do something worthwhile. I mean, I see Titan Titan decks with what's it called? Oh, Analyst running this, because this is an alternate to Analyst or similar. I mean, doesn't replace Analyst, but I mean it's similar to Lumra, similar to other similar stuff. So yeah, that's basically the number 1. I think this might actually make it to my Primeval Titan deck. I'm not entirely sure, but I mean, I maybe not to mine, but it may make it to the other versions of it, to what? To the Analyst version, because I'm not playing Analyst Titan. I'm playing the OG version. No Analyst, no Graveyard, nothing. Because Graveyard, like, the only Graveyard card I use in there is Sits, and people don't use the Sits. So yep. Anyways, let's go. But yeah, congratulations! You've reached the end of the stream. So why don't you like, subscribe, follow, share if Sure, friends, stay tuned to our next videos, streams, and podcasts. Podcasts will be live every Tuesday, 4:30 GMT. So stay tuned to them. Watch my other videos too. Soon I'll be streaming Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel on my PS5 for an hour and a half. Probably tomorrow, but I'm not sure. But I'm honestly not sure. I think tomorrow would be the day I'll stream. But yeah, other than that, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And bye.